Hey guys, it's the Fort Worth Glock guy, and I thought I would do a quick little update to my work EDC. Last time I did this, I called it my Super Secret Work EDC, and that video got a lot of views, and of course it got a lot of trolls because of the title, Super Secret Work EDC, whatever. The point is just being discreet when you're at work. Yes, I do have limitations on what I can carry at work. However, I don't go through any kind of a metal detector or anything like that. So I think as long as you are smart about what you carry and how you use it, then you've got really nothing to worry about. So anyways, let's get to it. So first things first, you go to work, you've got to have keys. So these are my keys. On all sets of my keys, my work and my car keys, I've got a key dangler. Love this. I don't think I could carry a set of keys without a key dangler. It just fits down in your pocket and just hangs there rather than bunching down at the bottom of your pocket, taking up space, scratching up whatever you have in your pocket. So gotta have a key dangler. The rest of this is just keys and a few little tools. So first thing on here is a little flashlight, and this is the DQG Fairy. Love this little flashlight because it's about the same size as a Streamlight Nano and a lot brighter. And what I also like about it is got a rechargeable battery in it. So on the low mode, it's probably the same brightness as a Nano. Give it a little bit more of a twist though, and it pops up to a much brighter flashlight. So the high mode doesn't have a long run time. I think it's probably less than 15 minutes. But that's not the purpose of this light. This light is literally just, a quick little turn the light on, use it for 15 seconds, 20 seconds, and then just turn it back off. So it works perfectly for that purpose, and I can always recharge it. So this has been a great little upgrade to my keychain EDC. Next thing is a little pry bar, and I'm sure if you're into EDC, you've seen these all over the place. Cheap and effective. They work great. Nice to have a little pry bar, a little scraping tool, and of course you can use the end of it as a screwdriver if you really need to. Next thing I have on here, last thing I have on here as far as tools go, is the newer version of the Night Eyes doohickey. I call it the 2.0. They just call it the doohickey. Both models are still out, the older model and the newer model. I prefer this one, just kind of because it's all in one and it does what I need it to do. So you've got a bottle opener here. Of course, I'm not going to be using that at work. And then a little driver at the end, a little scraper if you need to. And then what I really like about it is right here. You've got two little scallops here that work great. They are sharpened. They work great for opening boxes when there's a big old piece of tape. You just run it down there like most people do with their keys, but this is way more effective. So love it. About the same size as just a regular key that you have on there, just a little bit bigger, but it just blends in and perfect. So, and that's not illegal whatsoever. So I can carry all of that with no issue. Next thing, this has not changed and will not change. It is the older model Squirt P4, and I prefer this over the newer version, at least for work, the PS4. And I'll show you why in just a minute. So use this all the time. Pliers, just extremely useful. And the two drivers I use on here are the small and the large driver. So those two drivers are what I use all the time at work. And when I say all the time, I'm talking daily and usually multiple times daily. So you've got this small driver, which is, eyeglass size, and you've got the large driver, which is, your standard size screwdriver. So I'm using these all the time, and the reason I prefer the P4 is because the updated version, the PS4, does not have this driver on it. This is replaced by the scissors, and this is my probably number one tool that I use on this daily. The other driver that's on here is this, and this is on the PS4. Yes, it does come to a fine point, but I can tell you it is not the same. So that's why I prefer this model over the PS4. The only other tool on here is the reamer, which I never use. The file, which I do occasionally use. It's not a daily thing. It's not even a weekly thing, but it does come in handy from time to time. And the reason that I can carry this at work with no issue whatsoever, as you see right there, there's no blade on here. When I bought this used off at eBay. I bought it from the seller, and he told me that there was no blade on there. I had no issue with that, because I was going to be taking this to work, and you're not supposed to have a blade at my work anyhow. So that was perfect. So I can use this in front of anybody I want to, and there's absolutely no issue whatsoever. So as you can see, this is on a key dangler as well. This goes in my left pocket, these go in my right pocket, and I've got all the tools I really need right here. Flashlight, I like to have a primary light. It's got to be small and discreet. So I've got this well-loved 4.7's Preon 1, and it still functions perfectly, even though you can see that it is well-loved. So, but especially this time of year, you know, it's dark when you get to work, it's dark when you leave work. You've got to have a flashlight, and I want something that is useful and it's not going to run this one out. Of course, these batteries last a lot better too, so using this constantly. Some kind of a pen. I prefer small pens. I can just throw it in my pocket, not a big deal. These are all ones that I've been using. This is a Zebra telescoping pen, which is nice because it's small. Pull it out and it's a full-size pen, so handy. I have had a few of these break on me, so they're not for long-term use, but they are handy. So that's one. I love the G2. These are probably my favorite ink. The G2 Mini is what I use. Green is my favorite color, so I've got a green one. Sometimes I'll carry this. Again, small, but when you put the cap on, you know, it's a full-size pen. So I love the Fisher Space Pen Bullet. And I love the wear that this has developed. I think it looks really cool. And I've been carrying this one actually a whole lot recently. This is the Hinder Investigator pen, and just a very stout pen. And it's small but large enough to fit in your hand without like cramping your hand style. I mean, you can write just as you normally would with any other pen. So, gotta have a pen. And regardless of what the laws are or anything, this one does not have a blade. I've got to have a blade. I'm sorry, I just have to. So this is what I've been carrying a whole lot. This has been in my pocket for a good 6 to 9 months now. Spyderco Man Bug, and the reason I like this is it is small, but it is stout. It is strong, and I can do anything with this knife. Usually what I use this for is, you know, if I get a package at work, I will open it and then I will break down the box with this. And this is strong enough to where it can cut through any cardboard, no issues whatsoever. I used to carry a Victorinox Classic, and that pen blade usually could cut through that cardboard, but you know, some cardboard is really thick and that pen blade is just really thin. So I really wanted to upgrade, and so this is what I have on me. And I've got the pants that I wear have a little tiny pocket inside the main pocket. So it's kind of like a fifth pocket down at the bottom of your right hand pocket. And this fits down in there perfectly. It just kind of nestles down right in there. And I love this thing. And again, I'm using it very discreetly. I'm not whipping this out and I'm not waving it around in front of people. You know, it's just a discreet little knife. And it, you know, if someone saw me with this, they're not going to question me anything because it's just a small little knife. I have been getting into traditional knives recently, and so sometimes I'm carrying this instead of this. This is a Great Eastern Cutlery Model 25, and really like this one because of the size of it. It's not much bigger than the Man Bug, just a little bit bigger. And what I love about it is the blade shape. I've really grown to love the Wharncliffe. And as you can see, it is a carbon blade, so it's got some discoloration. That does not bother me because a knife is a tool and it's meant to be used. But I really like the fine point that it comes down to, and it's a thick enough blade stock. It works great for breaking down boxes as well. And that's what I use these for. You know, if I get a package delivered at work, then I can pull this out, I can open the package, I can break down the box and throw the box away, and it's no big deal. So anyways, you know, just being discreet is the key. These are very office friendly tools, knives, so I don't really think it's an issue at all. You know, again, if I got caught, I don't think anybody would say anything to me because I know other people that have these in their pockets too. So anyways, it's just a tool. You know, just be smart with how you use it, how you carry it, and you know, just don't be a jackwagon waving it around at work, and I think you'll be fine. So I don't think anybody will question you. So anyways, there's my Discreet Work EDC. I won't call it the Super Secret anymore. Super Secret 2.0. Just kidding. Fort Worth Glock Guy out. Thanks for watching.